So you should see us come up on the YouTube fairly quickly. Let's double check over here and see if we have a YouTube yet. Hello, 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 everybody. Okay, good. Thank you
Yep.
for muting that. Thank you for muting. Jim Stute is on here, a crisp 46 degrees. Damian Larson, let's see. Let's go ahead and skip that ad. Checkity check. Checkity check. All right, that is a sound check. Mr. JTS 1000 is on here. Thank you so much for joining, JTS. Mr. 1000 to his friends, JTS to his enemies. I don't know, this blathering. Idiot Luggage is on here. Bri G, Damian Larson. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let's go through our cameras real quick. We have a little surprise for you today as far as the cameras are concerned. Neil Morgan is on here. This is camera one. We like to call this camera one. I might opt to go check on Bessie because she should be here. She's probably asleep. Okay. Oh, no, here she comes. Oh, that was an interesting little glitch appeared there when Betsy walks through the door. Interesting. Camera dose is our little dice camera. Okay. Camera trace, the lovely sky cam. So here's a picture of the basic table. The scenario, for those of you that are wondering, oh, I shouldn't blather about all this stuff because I'll just end up repeating it. I need to find something else to talk about. There's a camera Quattro. El Quattro. Okay. We're going to call that good as far as the camera checks. All right. Let's see if we can find something else to talk about then. Who likes to go to food trucks? Who out there likes food trucks? So we had a nice food truck outing last night, and Bessie does not let me go to food trucks very often. She's not really a connoisseur of the food trucks, but last night we spotted a food truck that made her finally decide, okay, we'll try that one. So, and it was an absolute delight. We're going to go officially live at a little less than uno minuto. What did you say, doll?
I'm discerning.
Discerning is what she says. Discerning. Not just any food truck will do. It feels like this camera is way off center. Maybe it's okay. All right. Oh, checkity check. We will be going live very, very shortly. And then I'll tell you all about the scenario and the characters and the who-be-do. I keep getting a flash. Did you see that? I wonder if that's something coming from this. Not sure what that was coming from. Okay. Might need to switch out some cables or check some cables. Right,
I saw the flash too from this angle.
Okay.
If that helps you diagnose anything, but it was just for a moment.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm unraveling.
Uh-oh. Well, it's the 10 o'clock hour, and that means I get to say something along the lines of, hey, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous Bessie. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to have a lot of fun. So there's a really cool Kickstarter going right now called Glory of Rome over there on the Kickstarter site. If you're not familiar with checking them out, this is definitely one worth checking out. It's called Glory of Rome, and it is some early Imperial Romans. And these are not those figures, however. These are some old Foundry miniatures that I have. in my collection that I finally got around to finishing up after 30 some odd years of sitting in a box. But I figured I wanted to do some Romans. It got me thinking about the Roman Empire, on a daily basis. So I decided, you know what, I ought to paint some of those up. So today we reskin an old Pulp Alley scenario from the 2020 series. So for about 4 or 5 years, I don't remember how many years we did it. Was it 4 years? We did a scenario every month. But then
5.
children started popping out of everywhere. I don't know how it happens, but we had, and that
Don't
kind
say that. That's say
of just popping out of everywhere.
that's
What?
hedonistic.
And so, time is not what it once was. So I had to kind of pull back on certain items. So the scenario of the month is not a project I work on anymore. Although we still do a lot of new scenarios. This particular scenario is number 31 out of the scenario of the month series, and it is called Innsmouth Gold. So we're pretty much sticking to the scenario as written. In the scenario, it describes that there is intended to be a large area of water. For this scenario, it will be the outpost. So over here is the outpost, and in that scenario, it says that the area within 6 inches of the water is perilous. And for this, we're going to say the area within 6 inches of the fort is perilous because a strange fog has descended around the fort. A very dense fog, we'll say, has descended around the fort. Now, there is also a fog covering the rest of the area, and it is dark. And there's scattered trees and things like that. So line of sight in this scenario is limited to 6 inches.
Oof.
Line of sight is limited to 6 inches in this scenario. So that's definitely going to play havoc on a shooting league. Luckily, our Romans do have some javelins that they can throw around, but they're not going to be overly effective because of the really tight range that they have to throw things around in. Let's see who else is on here. Kevin is on here. Thank you so much for joining, Kevin. Daft Philly. So Phil from Florida is on here. Marshan, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Got Red Mist. I think he's over there in Arizona. Sean Hudson in the
Who's playing with us today?
far off panhandle of. No, he's not in the panhandle. Sean Hudson in El Paso. And today, joining us from parts unknown, we have Mr. Sean Peck.
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause.
Are you gonna take the camera so we can see him?
What?
Are you gonna move that camera?
Oh, okay. I got him up there.
I know you do.
See that?
Yeah.
There he is. Look at him, everybody. Sean Peck. Happy smiling face.
Yeah.
He knows not the horrible pain that is about to befall him. Oh, we didn't draw
Hey.
cards yet. We should draw cards.
Did you shuffle?
You should shuffle.
No. Just so you can blame me.
Uh-huh.
All right, get that camera back.
What?
Get it back to YouTube's.
Use words to explain.
I like cryptic.
Get camera back. Get camera back.
You can figure that out? Keep up.
What?
Keep up. Who's the director?
I am.
Oh. All right. You got a clear shot, another clear shot, and an out of ammo.
Okay.
All right, Sean, you got
Not a great start.
a stay down, a lucky break, and an out of ammo.
Okay. All right. So good. suppose we could show everybody those cards. So give me this one. So this is Sean Peck's hand. He got a lucky break. That's kind of nice. Stay down, out of ammo. Not particularly handy because I will not be doing any shooting. I don't remember if you have any discard abilities. I don't remember if I put any discard abilities in here, but we'll take a look at the character profiles real quick. So here is the leader, Marcellus, and then we have Lucius. The sidekick is also standing right next to the leader. And then he has some legionnaires. And this was all posted online. So we have the Romans split into two groups. We have the leader, the sidekick, and an ally in one corner. And then in the other corner, we have two allies. All of the allies are the ones with the javelin. And the follower level is this guy squatting behind his shield. And for the baddies today, we have the Draugr. So at the start of each turn, including turn number 1, we're going to draw X number to appear near these two rocks. So the
Free
first
pass.
one, oh
Nothing.
my gosh. What is that crap? What
No,
is
sorry,
that
gotcha.
crap? So a 0. Well, draw me a 3 for the other rock then, lady.
Oh, it's for each rock?
Yeah, for
Poop.
each rock. Try and keep
1.
up a little bit here. So another one appears over there. So I have to put it within 3 inches of the rock, and there it is. So not a great start for my poor little Draugr.
sorry about you.
Luckily, the Romans moved like snails as they trudged through the snow and the fog and the stuff, entrails. So as we start turn number 1, the Draugr, I'm playing them as a player, but I am going to follow the instructions that are for them for the most part that are in the scenario. So if you were playing this scenario solo, the scenario tells you basically what the Draugr will do. The only real option that I will keep to my player decision is the idea that I get to decide who's going to activate first. And for this, I don't think I have anybody within 12 inches. So I think I'm going to go ahead and ask Mr. Peck to activate. So yeah, I'm a little over 12 inches. So I'm not going to activate. I'm going to ask Mr. Peck to activate a character first. So Mr. Peck, who do you feel like you'd like to activate first today?
I think I'm going to take the some of the legionnaires.
Okay.
Like the allies.
Okay.
Take one of the allies. I'd like to move him sort of towards, mostly straightforward, but maybe just a slight angle, kind of pointed towards the fort a little bit.
Okay. Are you talking about on in group 1 over here? Give me this camera. In group 1, you have one ally, and that would be Titus. Or you have 2 allies in group number 2. Are you talking about group 1 or group 2?
Group 2.
Oh, okay. All right. So one of them is just going to head off towards the main entrance of the fort, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have anybody to rush. So luckily, because the Romans are armored and trudging through snow and everything, they cannot move over 6 inches unless they're going to rush. So that'll put you out to there. That means you are not within 6 inches of the Draugr to throw your javelin at him. So we're going to leave you right there. And I'm going to ask you to activate another character.
Go ahead and put his buddy up there in line with him.
Okay. He is right there with him. You know what? We're going to get horror checks on both of those guys. As they get within 12 inches of my Draugr, they're going to have to roll horror checks because they hear a strange, menacing sound in the distance as they're going through there. So they will both get a horror check. can't push it that far forward. All right, look what we have there. We have a dice cam, a picture in picture. Dun, dun, dun. So this is for the first fellow that moved, which is Aeolus. Aeolus passes. Porcius. Porcius fails, and Porcius will get a green card. I wonder where the horror deck is. What did I? Is it over there? All right, all right. Here we go. Green card for Porcius? Yeah, green card for Porcius. Don't panic. Doggone it.
Ha!
All right, that's actually not a horrible effect. So
Here, lay it down.
that's going to go ahead and attach it to Porcius. He has a don't panic. He can burn this card at the end of a turn to get rid of one other horror effect that is in play. So Porcius has that.
Is Porcius the level-headed?
Yeah.
As he's known
Yeah.
to the
Doggone
people.
it, camera.
Sorry.
Okay. Dang it. All right. You still have a follower on that side. Do you want to go ahead and move Spurious?
Yes, Spurious should join his friends.
Okay. So as he moves up and just kind of keep the formation, so we'll put him right between the two of them where he likes to hide. He will also be moving within 12 inches of my horror, and he will have to roll that horror check. So here it is. And he fails as well, and his horror card is...
Determined.
What the hell? You don't get to shuffle anymore, lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good
You don't
stuff
get to
comes to go
shuffle
those who
anymore.
wait.
For the duration of this effect, he can re-roll one recovery check per turn. Well, that's interesting because as everybody knows, followers very seldom get to roll recovery checks. Very, very.
Shows how little you know. Shows how little you know.
All right, all right. So all three of those have activated over there. Spurious is determined. He wants to prove himself. Old Spurious. He's full of vinegar this morning.
They got their
Today's going to be the day he earns his wings. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask you to continue activating.
Okay.
Who's it going to be? So you still have an ally over here, Titus, Lucius, and Marcellus. Dang it. I cannot believe we drew a free pass over here. That was just like dirty.
I'll go ahead and do the follower first.
Okay. So he'll activate and he will trudge forward 6 inches toward. You know what? This scenario does not have a turn limit. So that's interesting. So the fact that they are moving relatively slowly doesn't really hamper this scenario, other than the fact that, I don't have my baddies out here. But, it would have been really nice if they could have gone ahead and done a big 12-inch run here, but they don't.
I know, that would have been.
Yeah. All right. So Marcellus and Lucius, go ahead. And so who do you want to move next? You want to move Marcellus or Lucius, the leader or the sidekick?
Let's do the sidekick first.
Okay. So just 6 inches towards the outpost.
Yeah.
Maintaining formation here.
The mini phalanx.
All right. Yeah, very many. So that means the next character that he's going to have to activate is Marcellus. Marcellus is the leader. Marcellus is carrying a strange golden idol, weird octopus-looking thing with a human body, very strange looking, winged creature. Did you see that flash? Yeah. I don't know what's causing that. I think it may be a cable. So I had to bring out some old cables to redo some things. So I may need to just get some new cables or check my connections. I don't know.
Yeah.
Marcellus is carrying this weird idol. He's going to get a yellow card. Bessie will draw. Slap it down there for him. Alone in the dark. You never know what you'll find in the dark. Draw a random challenge. Pass. It is no effect. If you fail it, then you draw a horror card for the character. So the random challenge is 1 with finesse. Well, I think he can pass that all day long, because if there's one thing that finesse 3 die 10 in finesse, you can give me that. And he gets the 1 success that he needed, and he passes it. All right. Dang it. Move up and join his Padres. And that ends turn number 1. At the start of turn number 2, really no real reason to keep track of the turns in this, because there is no turn limit, and there's nothing that's keyed to a turn in the scenario. So I guess we'll just continue on.
Okay.
As we start turn number 2, no. Look. My buddy hasn't activated.
Oh,
The
darn.
Draugr, the friendly everybody's friendly Draugr
I
has
don't
not
think he is.
activated. All right. So when he activates, the scenario says that they will rush the nearest enemy if they are able to, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to rush straight at Porcius over here. Now, Porcius, is that the one that had the effect on him? Yeah, Porcius is the one that has the don't panic.
Yeah.
When Porcius is rushed by a creature that causes horror, he will have to roll a horror check. So here is the roll. And he fails it. Give the man a green card. Blind panic. You must move 2 die 6 inches in a random direction immediately after this card takes effect, and each time you activate this character. Let's take a look at Don't Panic. At the end of any turn. Okay, so Don't Panic cannot be used yet. So he is going to take off running 2 die 6 inches in a random direction.
Wow. I guess that's not too bad.
It might not be. It might not be. So 2 die 6 in a random direction is going to put us 6 inches basically off towards the edge of the table. He will not leave the table, though, boys and girls. And I think that's an important distinction to always remember in this sort of thing. But he basically just takes off 6 inches off this way, and that will end the turn right there.
Yeah.
That will end the turn. Okay. So we are going to start turn number 2.
Ready?
We're going to draw cards. Yep.
Okay. You got an uncanny. Sean, you got a parlay.
I drew an uncanny. Oh, what the heck are you doing, lady? Why you keep giving him good cards?
Why would I give you the good cards?
I want the good cards.
Why would I give you the good cards?
So as we start turn number 2, I'm still in control of the initiative here. So I have to decide, do I want to go first or do I want to make Sean to go
Is
first?
this when we get the...
This is when we get some friendly folks.
All right, ready?
Some happy, friendly
1.
folks. 1 over here by this rock. Okay. I'm going to put it fairly close to you.
And 2.
2
Next
up
door.
here over there. Nice. So they have to appear within 3 inches of the rock. So I'm going to put them over here. You know what? There were a couple things that should have occurred during the recovery checks.
What? Oh.
So you have 2 things here. You can roll for your blind panic to try and get rid of it first, and if you don't, then you could still use your don't panic. So we'll use the blind panic recovery check first.
Okay.
Trying to shake off your blind panic, and
You
you did. So you can hold on to your don't panic.
Awesome. And the other one was a good one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Determined. Spurious has determined, and Porcius has don't panic. All right. So we are starting turn 2, and feel like I feel like I want you to activate the first character.
Is Perseus close enough to chuck a spear at the Draugr?
The fellow that is running, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Or that what did run off? He is, yeah. Yeah, he is within 6 inches. So he could, as soon as he activates within 6 inches or within 12 inches of a horror causing creature, he will have to do another horror check. But he has stopped over there. So he is within 6 inches. Is that what you want him to do? Is that who you're activating?
Yeah, I'd like him to activate and try to
Okay.
spear that
So as
guy.
soon as he activates, he's going to get a horror check. And he gets a nothing. So he is going to get one. Hysteria.
Uh-oh.
So for the duration of this card, he's going to have a -1 to his shoot, a -1 to his brawl, a -1 to his dodge, and he cannot run. Well, there you go. Porcius, you are, and now you may continue your activation. You are within range to shoot.
All right.
Or you could rush him. Either one.
Looks like brawl is a little bit better.
Well, since you're at short range, you're going to get a +1 to your javelin, and that'll get it basically even.
Yeah, maybe I'll shoot.
Yeah,
So
because the Draugr cannot hurt you if you shoot at it. The Draugr are reanimated, so it will basically be an unopposed attack. He would normally get to roll 2 dice. He's at a -1 because of the horror effect that's on him. But he's going to get that back for the short range, so he's still going to get 2 dice. He's got to get more than 1 success here, because if he only gets 1 success, it bounces harmony off the Draugr and does absolutely nothing. All right, we're still good. Go ahead, Sean, and activate another character. So this side is in some trouble over here.
I guess Spurious with the shield. He'll go.
He activates, so he's going to have to take. So as soon as he activates, he's going to have to do a horror check, and he failed as well. And he's going to get lapse of reason. Whenever you want him to perform an action, you've got to discard a card. So not a big deal right now. I don't think there are any actions that he's going to be performing anytime soon. So, what do you want him to do?
He'll rush the Draugr.
Okay. All right. You may do that. And that will not require a second horror check. During your own activation, you'll very, very rarely have to make more than 1 horror check. So he has passed his horror, so he's going in. He only has 1 6 in brawl. Oh, well, that's going to be a losing proposition for him. The Draugr is throwing 3 dice 6 back at him. 3 dice 6. These Draugr are angry dead. And here we go. Spurious gets a 4. The Draugr gets a 4. A 6 and a 5. So even if you wanted to, you cannot block these because your 4 cannot block a 5 or a 6. So your 4 also goes through, but 1 hit will do nothing to a Draugr, and that means he's going to take 2 hits. Because he's armored, he's going to get to roll 3 dice and take the 2 that he likes the best. And he passes his health check. So he has basically tied up that Draugr right there. All right, now I'm going to ask you to activate again.
Activate the other follower there.
and ally and go against the same Draugr.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll
yeah,
have
that
to
one.
do his horror check. He'll have to do his horror check when he activates next to my Draugr, and he fails as well. Here we go. Now it's coming apart. Sense of calm. What the hell kind of crap
Yeah.
is that? So he gets a +1 to his shoot and a +1 to his
Ooh,
cunning,
can't
but
brawl.
he cannot brawl. All right.
Oh,
Well,
no.
luckily, if he moves up 6 inches, he could get within range of those 2 Draugr that are switch cameras. Yeah. He's got 2 Draugr there that are coming up on him, so he could move around the corner and go against those.
Yeah, that's true. So that with that Draugr engaged, he'll move past him a little bit and throw a spear at the other ones.
Okay, and that is Aeolus.
AOS.
Yep. All right. So where do you want him to move? Just kind of 6 inches forward?
Yeah, keep it moving towards the door.
Okay, so he's moving towards the door. I'm not sure if you want to move your maximum distance, get him out to there, since they have such
Well, I
short
don't want to.
moves.
Maybe 4 inches or so, just
Okay.
not too far away from the other guys.
Okay.
I don't want to
so
leave them behind.
hang
too
him
bad.
back so he could support his buddies. Okay. And from there, he can toss a javelin against either one of those folks. That's going to get him some dice. So he would normally have 2 dice to throw at them. Short range is going to get him a +1, and his sense of calm is going to get him another dice. So he is up to 4 dice 6 throwing at those. I'm double checking your cards. I don't see anything. Okay. All right. 4 dice coming at my little fella. You got the 2 successes you need. I'm going to have to roll a 2 dice health check to stay on my feet. And it passes the health check.
Larky.
Oh my gosh. The Draugr are not giving any ground today. Okay. That's all of your folks on that side. I'm still in control of the initiative, so I'm going. Was that another flash? Yeah, it's got to be a cable. Okay. I'm going to ask you to continue activating.
Let's see.
You have Titus, Lucius, and Marcellus over on this side. They
I
do
was
have
looking over
one
my cards
Draugr
again.
lurking over there. Do you see that? They have one Draugr lurking over here, just on the other side of this tree.
Then my spearman over there.
Okay, when he activates, he'll have to do a horror check.
Yeah, go ahead and activate him.
Okay, here is his horror check. He fails. Wow, come on, give me something ugly. Okay, he's enraged. He is enraged. He now has a +1 to his brawl, a +1 to his might, but he cannot dodge. You may continue his activation.
He's gonna try to chuck a spear at that guy. So maybe move a little bit closer, get between him and the rest of the people.
Okay. Okay. So just about a 6-inch move or so. And throwing a spear at my Draugr. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Let's see, I'm gonna move it over here.
Okay.
Does that look okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, except it's in my dice cam.
That's good.
There we go. Who's that? That's old Titus. Titus moves up, tossing his javelin at this Draugr over here. He would
What kind of dice we
normally
looking at?
get 2 dice. He's got a short range bonus. He's going to get 3 dice. I got to get at least 2 of these.
Did this card give him anything? His horror?
No, it
Okay.
gives him a +1 to his brawl.
Okay.
He
6 and a
gets the
4.
2 hits. He gets the 2 hits. There ain't no way a Draugr is going down just from 2 hits, though.
I heard he's a go down Draugr.
Oh, doggone it. My Draugr's down. And that's going to make you the director.
Oh,
Doggone
they
it.
they get recovery checks?
Yep, they do get recovery checks.
Boo.
Yay. These are level 2 Draugr in this, so they will get to roll recovery checks at the end of the turn. So
I can
that
play the
means
stay down.
you can
You
play
can,
a
yeah,
stay down on him.
absolutely.
It's a good time to play it. So he will stay down an extra turn before he gets his recovery check. All right, here we go. So now we're going to go back to the other side of the
Whoa,
table.
whoa, whoa.
What?
What about the other two?
Oh, you want them to be able to activate?
Well, I think he might.
All right, fine, whatever. I guess if that's how you want to do the game. I didn't know we were going
Correctly?
to let him activate all his characters.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I didn't write it, but
All right.
Well-
You still have 2 characters that have not activated. And you know what? Now that you are the director, you could actually make me activate now. Do you want to
Oh,
go
yeah,
ahead and
'cause-
activate Marcellus and Lucius, your last 2 characters, or do you want to make the Draugr go? I don't know that it makes a huge difference right now since all of the Draugr now are on the other side of the table.
Yeah, they're kind of they're kind of far away, but they're going to get an attack on my guy. They're going to run in on him.
Yeah, when they activate. Yeah. Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to go ahead and activate?
I'd like you to activate, but I'm going to play a parlay.
Okay. All right. So whatever has happened, a strange drum sound echoes through the valley
ooh.
here, and it momentarily freezes the Draugr.
Get the camera.
So I'm going to say that I was going to activate the one that was in contact with Spurious. So when I activate that character, the strange drum echoes through the valley and they are temporarily frozen. The Draugr are. So, or in a state of shock, we'll say. So when this activates, everything occurs here as normal. A fight automatically starts. The Draugr is not allowed to try and brawl, so it will just basically stand there. Spurious also cannot fight because he is confused by what's going on as well. So he will have to choose to dodge, and he can back up an inch if he would like to. Would you like to back up Spurious an inch?
Yes.
Okay, Spurious backs up an inch. Do you want me to continue activating?
Yes.
Okay, so these Draugr cannot rush, so they will basically stumble forward and stop. I'm going to stop him within 1 inch of who is that? Aeolus? No, that's Porcius. And the other one will basically do the same thing. They will not be able to rush Porcius, but they will stop an inch away from him, standing there and drooling whatever fluids they have left
Ugh.
into the sticky snow. And so I've activated all of the characters that I have left. And now it is time for Marcellus and Lucius to activate. So I guess they're just going to move 6 inches towards the gate. Do you want
Yes.
to? Who do you want to activate first?
Aeolus.
Okay, I'm going to assume that was Lucius. Your
Oh, yeah,
sidekick.
Lucius. I'm sorry. Yes.
Sidekick moves 6 inches towards the front gate. Because when we activate Marcellus, you're going to get a yellow card. Bessie, why
Right.
don't you do the honors? They're everywhere. Draw a random challenge. If you pass the random challenge, well, let's just see. It says 2 with might or finesse. I know you have 3 die 10 in probably both of those. Marcellus and Lucius. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we need 2 of these. Double checking cards. Okay. And you did not pass it. That is 1 success. Double checking here. I don't see anything. So
He's in contact. One is in contact.
place 1 new denizen. If you pass it, it appears 1 die 8 inches from you. If you fail it, it appears one new denizen appears in contact with you. So a denizen comes up out of the snow right beside you. Now, because parlay was played, you will not be able to fight. And that means you'll be able to dodge away from it. It cannot fight you. You cannot fight it because the parlay was played, but you will be able to disengage and move 1 inch away if you would like to. You want to move 1 inch away?
Yes, please.
So as it comes up out of the snow, you leap away. That rage is on him. Okay. Okay, here we go. I need a level 1 card. Let me get a level 1 card. Go ahead.
Okay. Is it recovery check time?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll pull this card off Flooney Loo. Are there any horror cards that we want to roll for?
Who has my effects over here? He has Don't Panic and Hysteria.
And then I think Crouching Tiger Boy.
And determined.
Sense of Calm was this guy over here.
Okay.
Yeah, Sense of Calm is that guy. This guy has these. Okay. All right. So for recovery checks, I'm going to go ahead and roll for mine first, just to get it out of the way because you have more to roll.
Wait, which one are you rolling for?
The one that's down. Oh, he doesn't.
He had
get
stayed
one.
down, so he didn't.
Okay. Somebody moved the card that was there to help me remember that.
Well, I just took it off because we passed him.
All right.
No one else needed to roll a recovery.
Whatever. I don't care.
You look like you care.
Okay.
Your tears running down your cheeks act like you care.
Okay. All right. So, do you think Titus wants to try and recover from his rage, or does he want to keep that card? Does he like that? It gives him +1 to his brawl and +1 to his might, but he cannot dodge. Does he want to try and get rid of that, Sean? Or are you gonna keep your rage?
I don't think he'll keep it. He's going to
Gonna
use
keep
his
it.
anger to make
Gonna
him more
keep it.
powerful.
Okay.
It's on dark side.
So lapse of reason isn't going to help. Has no helping value. So we might as well roll for that one.
Okay.
Oh, poop. That's not what I meant to do. I'm sorry.
So we might as well roll for that lapse of reason. And he is going to keep it. Now, oh, he's got the determined also, though. He's got determined. So he gets to re-roll and he
Yay!
does get rid of it. So there it's gone. Okay, so he got rid of his lapse of reason. Over here, we have Pip. Over here, we have Sense of Calm on this fellow. And what that's doing is it gives him a +1 to his shoot and a +1 to his cunning, but it does not allow him to brawl. Now that's kind of bad. Do you think you want to try and get rid of that, or are you going to hold on to it? You are the director.
I'd like to try to get rid of it.
Okay. Here is the roll. And it is gone. So Sense of Calm is gone. He knows there's some heavy work coming. Now, let's
Get
see.
rid of that hysteria.
Porcius has Don't Panic and Hysteria. Hysteria is definitely not a help. So we'll try and get rid of Hysteria. And
Yes.
he does.
Woohoo!
So now he has that Don't Panic card. And he could use that now to get rid of any horror card that's in effect. And you know what? You really don't have any negative ones going right now. So you might as well hold on to it. Yeah. Might as well hold on to your Don't Panic because it's not going to get rid of anything that you want to get rid of right now. So we're starting turn number 3.
Cards.
Sean's
the director, right?
Sean is still the director.
Okay, you got a breakaway.
Sean, you drew a breakaway. Hey, wait.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
You passed a challenge at some point during that turn. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There was a horror card, remember, that you had to draw a random challenge for?
Uh-huh.
And he failed
He
it,
failed
didn't
it.
He failed it. Okay. All right. Continue as normal. You drew your breakaway.
And Dave got a misfortune.
I drew a misfortune. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Okay. That helps. That balances things out a little bit.
I don't want to make a balance.
Sean, you are the director.
We get baddies.
We get baddies. Over here, Bessie, draw me a card.
2.
2 baddies appear over here near Marsalis and Titus.
And 2 over
2
there.
on the other side as well.
I
Oh,
apologize.
you are getting overwhelmed. This is going to end pretty quick. I don't see any way that he's going to make it now. He's doomed. Doomed as doomed.
You're
can be.
doomed.
All right.
You're no Matthew McConaughey.
Here we go. So, Sean, you are in charge. You get to decide. Are you going to activate, or are you going to make me activate somebody? I love that about Pulp Alley. I love the idea that it's actually a decision from the players to decide who's actually going to go. What do you think you want to do? So if you make me go, basically you're looking at
A dog pile, right?
yeah, a dog pile. You're basically looking at zombie a go-go as they swarm in to overwhelm you and from every direction. So this, I don't know. I guess maybe you want to go first to try and get some progress towards the gate.
Yeah. Wasn't one of them, was Lucius or Marcellus, weren't they engaged? Or
Nobody is engaged right now.
No, 'cause you had a
because
parlay.
parlay stopped all of that.
That's
So
right. That's right.
he was engaged, but now he's
So you're
an
an inch away.
So yeah.
So let's take Lucius and move him directly towards the gate.
Now that is your sidekick.
Yeah.
And he's farthest forward right now.
Oh, he's the one in the very front. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that's nearest to the gate. I'm not saying it's a bad choice, but it's basically leaving Marcellus behind.
It is. Okay. Yeah. I'm scared to activate Marcellus first because he's got to draw a card, but maybe I'll do it.
Is that what you want to do? Is draw?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe he's doing it. Oh, I cannot believe he's going with that. All right. Draw a random challenge. Draw a random challenge. So we'll just do that part. Here it goes. Here's the random challenge. 3 with brawl, might, or finesse. 3 with brawl, might, or finesse. Marcellus has 4 die 10 in brawl.
Okay, all right, we got it.
Is that the only thing that's going to help him?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's got to get 3 of these. 3. And he does it, boys and girls. He gets all 3. If he had failed that,
can he play his card now?
it would have been a peril.
And just played as
he
a peril.
passed it, and it did nothing. So, unseen peril is
Can I
passed.
play Lucky Break?
Yep. So he'll play his lucky break and draw 2 cards.
Okay, his cards are Sucker Punch.
Okay.
And a Danger.
And
That's
danger.
nice.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play a card also when he activates now.
Oh.
And I'm going to play an out of ammo on you.
Boo.
So he will not be doing any shooting this turn.
Okay, you're going to be like that.
All right. You may continue his activation. So he could still rush if he wanted to. Of course, he has an enemy right beside him, but one of Marcellus's abilities is called Brash. So he is not limited to rushing the nearest enemy. If he wanted to, he could rush one of these fellows over by the rock.
I don't know if he'd want to get that close to the rock.
I don't know that he wants to get that close to the rock either. So maybe he just wants to move 6 inches towards the gate.
That's probably what I'd do.
What do you think you want to do, Sean?
I'll be moving towards the gate.
Okay, so 6 inches towards the gate will get you ahead of Lucius by about an inch. And you are now an inch closer to the gate. Or 6 inches closer to the gate. All right. Well, that's not going to help you. He's doomed. Now you have the choice, sir. Are you going to continue activating, or would you like me to go?
I'm gonna continue activating.
Okay.
So I can't shoot. I can't shoot
Who?
with my
Who can't
spear,
shoot?
man.
Who can't shoot?
Is it because of the out of ammo? Is that
No, that was only on your leader.
That was only
Oh.
on Marcellus. Yeah, everybody else can shoot.
well? So I kind of want to run everyone
Okay,
up that way.
just 6 inches towards the gate.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to leave You want to leave Lucius behind Marcellus? Does he want to just hold his ground, or do you want to go ahead and move ahead? Because right now, Lucius is making himself. That's your sidekick. Lucius could be the closest target, or you could just let Marcellus handle everything and leave him in the dust. You know what I'm saying? Where do you want Lucius to be?
I want Lucius to be between the guys coming in on his left and
Okay.
Marcellus. So
Well, he
human
doesn't
shield
really
him.
have to. He's the nearest target right now, just
Right,
exactly
right.
where he is. He's got it covered.
Yeah, I want the leader to be in front so that
Okay, so Lucius will hold his ground basically, and there's no real reason for him not to shoot. He has a 6-inch range. He does not have 6 inches to those guys, but he does have 6 inches to the guy behind him. So he could go ahead and toss the javelin at the Draugr coming up from behind.
okay.
All right, so Pip.
Oh, son of bingo, bango, bongo.
I know it's hard to get used to. So Marcel or old Lucius there
Lucius.
normally gets 3 die 8, but that's going to get him a 4th dice. That's 4 die 8. Got it. I don't see any other cards that are going to matter. So 4 die 8, and you get 2 successes.
All
My
right.
Draugr is going to have to roll a 2 dice health check.
And he fails it.
Passes
Yeah.
with double ones.
Goodbye.
And he's down. All right. Do you want to continue activating? Do you want to activate Titus that's over here also? He has a
Yes,
+1
please.
to his brawl. He has a +1 to his might, but he cannot dodge. What do you think Titus wants to do? Is he gonna?
He's going to fall right in line behind Lucius.
So he's backing up. He's just going to move back over here towards Lucius. So he's actually keeping in contact with being the closest target there.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for him not to launch a javelin at one of these fellas over here. So he's going to have normally 2 die 6. That'll get him a 3rd die 6 for the short range. The Draugr will respond by standing there and drooling. 2 successes. So I'm going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. And it is down. Doggone it.
For the glory of Rome.
Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. All right. So that means I've only got 1 Draugr left over there. All right. Now you have this side over here left to go. You've activated all 3 of your characters on the other side, group 1. So group 2 has not activated a single character. What do you want to do with these folks?
So I think is it Perseus or something is there at the very edge of the table.
Let's see. I think was calling him Aeolus.
Oh, that's Aeolus. Okay, I'd like to run him, or as close as he can do in his armor. Trudge him like almost up behind those Draugrs that are coming in, and see if he can become closest, I want him to get like within maybe 3 inches and chuck a spear. I guess he'll have to
Okay.
roll a horror check.
Oh, sure. You bet. Pip. So here is your. Let's see.
I know. I
Hold on
know.
a second.
I had it, and then I had to get a Kleenex.
Yeah, because I think we want to try and not move the tray as much as we can. Here's his horror check, and he passes it.
Woohoo!
Awesome. So he is not affected by horror, and so we have Spurious is facing off against a Draugr, and then we have Porcius has 2 Draugr over there on him. I'm not exactly sure where you want to put him, but I'll just kind of put him in between the whole group there.
Yeah.
Who does he want to launch? Was he wanting to throw a javelin at somebody? Does he
I
want to
wanted
throw
to
it at the one
javelin
next to?
over at the guys next to the rocks, or
Yeah.
the closest to the rock there.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. I don't know that I can get you that far. Well, sure. Okay. So you could throw one at one of the fellows over there by the rock. Let's see. He'd normally get 2 dice. Short range will get you a 3rd dice. The Draugr will stand and drool. One
Come
hit
on.
will not do a darn thing, and the Draugr will continue to drool. All right. Who do you want to activate next? And the reason there is, boys and girls, remember that the Draugr are reanimated, so they automatically pass all 1 dice health check. So if you roll more than 1 hit, they have to do it as normal. But if they only get 1 hit, then that's not enough to bother them. 4. Pip. All right. You still have Spurious and Porcius over here.
All right. Is Porcius the one with the shield? It's kind of
No, Spurious is the one that's
Spurious.
ducking behind his
Okay.
shield. Uh-huh.
So Spurious is going. He can move since he's not engaged, right? So he's
Correct.
gonna duck in there behind the other fella.
Okay, I like your spirit. What he's going to do first is do a horror check. And he
Passes it.
passes it. So he's going to
Oh.
step behind Porcius and throw a javelin. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Okay, he goes behind him and he's throwing a javelin at one of these fellows in front of Porcius. Well, he's only going to have 2 dice 6 to throw because this is your follower level. He normally gets 1 dice. He'll get an extra dice for his short range.
Got
2
him.
is the number he needed, and the fellow will have to roll a 2 dice health check, and it goes down. Spurious is going to earn his wings. There he goes. He's down. All right.
Woohoo.
You have 1 more character to activate. Porcius is in bad shape.
Horror
though.
check?
Horror check. Here's the horror check.
Passed it.
Passed it.
Nice.
Dang
Good job, boys.
Dang it. These legionnaires are holding their ground. All right. What's he going to do? Trying to give you a good view of what he's got going on here. You have fellas that within rushing range, or he could just hang back and shoot.
So does he have something on him where he couldn't brawl? He can brawl, right?
Yes. he
Yeah,
can
we got rid
brawl.
of all the bad stuff.
Yeah, he can brawl. But I'm
I
going
might
to
just-
remind you that if you get close to a Draugr, it can brawl too. So your javelin may not be as effective, but it is the safe option.
Right.
And he would be rolling 3 dice with his javelin also at short range, and that actually makes it the same number of dice as your brawling. So it's just as deadly at short range.
I think maybe what he should do is step over next to his brother there and chuck a javelin at one of the closest draugrs.
Okay, I'm not sure who you mean. Are you mean he's moving over next to the other level 2 guy over here next to Aeolus? All right, I can get you there. I can get you around over that way. Something like that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, and from there, I don't know if you wanted to kind of close ranks a little bit and get him a little bit closer. And from there, we'll say he's throwing it against at the one behind him or the one of the ones over by the rock again.
We'll go by the rock.
Okay, so same one that the Aeolus threw out. He's going to show him how it's done. So he'll have 3 dice going at that Draugr.
Got
2 is the number you needed to hit. Okay, so if he'd have got less than that, it would have done nothing. And it goes down. Doggone it. You guys with your damn javelins. All right, so my Draugr is down. Okay. That means you've activated all of your characters.
Yeah, so I think it's just your guys.
Yep. All right, we're going to start over there because
Okay.
that's where the
Camera is.
camera is. So the first one that's going to activate is right here behind, in between Porcius and Spurius. And you know what? I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll because it would rush the nearest, and they look pretty close. So 1, 2, 3, it's Spurius. It is Spurius. So it's going to go after Spurius like so. And that one is rolling 3 dice 6 to attack. Spurious, you can try to dodge me with 1 dice 6, or you could try to fight back with no dice 6 because you have been in a fight. So you're really your only option here is to try and hunker behind your shield and protect yourself here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'll dodge.
Spurious is level 1, so he doesn't.
Nice.
Not a single success. Okay. So Spurious may back up an inch, even without rolling. And actually, I'm going to move him an inch off towards the gate because that still counts as moving away from the monster. Okay. Doggone it.
All right.
Well,
Good
that
stuff.
stunk. All right. So the next one I'm going to activate is this one here, and it's going to go against Porcius. It's throwing 3 dice 6 at Perseus. You could fight back with 2 dice 6, or you can dodge with 2 dice 6. Which would you like to do? That's not an easy choice to make.
I
You want
think
to
I'll
fight
fight
back?
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
He decides to fight back. Okay. I'm
And I
checking
would like
card.
to. I'd like to use my sucker punch and get a
Okay.
bonus.
I think that's a good idea. Sucker Punch's going to get you an extra dice. That'll get you back up to 3. And here's the roll. Draugr got a 6. You got nothing.
Ooh.
So you're only going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. You're going to get 2 dice to do it with because you're armored.
And you're fine.
Pick that 4 and you take no damage there. All right. I still have 1 Draugr left, and it looks like it is closer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, it looks like it is closest to Aeolus, and that's who it's going to go against. Oh, should have been rolling horror checks when a horror rushes it. So he'll have to take a horror check when it rushes you. You passed, and it is on you. So again, it's rolling 3 dice 6. You can either fight back with 2 dice 6 or dodge with 2 dice 6. What do you want to do?
I think with him, I'll dodge.
Okay, so he's going to try and dodge what the monster's throwing at him. Here is the roll.
A 4.
Only a 4. Only a 4. You could dodge a 4, can't you?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
And he dodges it. And that means you can move 1 inch away. It's a difficult spot right there, though, because 1 inch away is going to basically move you towards the rock an inch, 1 inch closer to the rock. And that's all of my guys.
No, you have this.
That
You
guy
got the
hasn't
other side.
activated.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another one over there, and it will rush at Titus. So Titus is going to have more options here.
Now, does he have to roll a horror check or no?
He does.
Okay.
Yep, you're right. Good. Thank you for reminding me. And he failed it.
Poop.
And the horror check is high anxiety. Okay, that will have no effect on him. All right. Drauger's rolling 3 dice 6. Titus has been in a fight, so he can either brawl with 2 dice, he could shoot with 2 dice, or he could dodge with 2 dice.
Or
He could play his break. You could play your breakaway and just jump away from this fight completely. You could play a danger when it activated and make me take a peril.
do that.
Okay. So when I activated, you made me take a peril.
1 with cunning.
1 with cunning. I have 1 dice in cunning. Right? Yep. Okay.
Failed.
And it failed. So it takes 1 hit, and that means it was not able to move. It will not be damaged by a single hit.
Oh, that's
but
right.
It does
Okay.
mean that it falls in a hole over there and doesn't get to move. Where was it? 3 inches. Somewhere about there.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Does that end the turn?
I believe so.
Okay, recovery checks. I have a lot of Draugr scattered around the field.
Yeah, you do.
I have a lot. I need to get all of these guys up. All of them.
It'll be interesting.
I'm going to get all of them up. Does Sean have any horror checks? Or, I mean, recovery checks?
I think we have a horror check, maybe.
High anxiety. Could shake that off. All right, but I'm going to get my Draugr up first. This one. Up. Damn it.
Down.
This one.
Down.
Up.
Oh.
Yay. This one.
Down. Yes.
Dang it. I lost 2 over here. Over there, I got 2 more down over there. This one
Down.
is back up. And the one over there by
Down.
Airless also up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we have a high anxiety that we can roll for. See if really doesn't have any effect. Not worth rolling for, but it's gone. So the other effects that you have are either good or somewhat good. That guy could not have dodged anyway because that's what his horror effect prevents him from being able to dodge. I get some new Draugr though.
Yeah. You ready?
The first thing that happens on a turn is the drawing of cards for the players.
Is Sean still the
I
director?
think Sean is still the director.
Okay, Sean, you got a
Yeah.
steady aim.
Steady
That's
aim. So that
handy.
gives you a +1 to shooting.
You got a warmed up.
A warmed up on my side. Okay, good. I could use that. And the next thing we're going to do is draw for the
Which rock?
monsters. We'll do this one.
1.
1 more comes in over here.
And 2 over there. Oh,
2
those 4
over
boys.
there. That rock is in serious trouble over there.
Those boys.
I'm going to put them off this way, 3 inches from the rock. Okay.
Those boys are having a tough time.
All right. So they got 2 extra Draugr on them over here. That is looking really nice over on this side of the field. That's working out good. Let's see. Okay. All right. As we start turn number whatever, Sean, you are in control of the initiative. You get to decide. Do you want to activate first, or do you want me to go?
I'm gonna activate first.
Okay. Who do you want to activate?
I'm gonna activate Marsalis.
Okay. All right. The boss, there's level 4, his leader is going to activate. Every time the leader activates in this scenario, he's the one carrying that strange idol. Not only does it is it the target of the beasties, but see, it flashed again.
Mhm.
It also gives him some extra powers. he also automatically ignores all 1 dice hits. So if he gets a 1 dice hit, he ignores it. He automatically passes that health check. So that's kind of cool
Oh,
also.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's not allowed to dodge.
Okay.
In other words, he has the reanimated ability, just like the Draugr do. Draw him a card, Bessie. They're everywhere, yes. Draw a challenge. 1 with might, finesse, or cunning. 3 die 10. Here is the roll.
Got it.
Passed it. Place a new citizen in contact with this character.
No, it's
So-
not.
Do what?
He passed it. It's 1 die 8 inches from this character. What is this guy?
1 inch behind him. 1 inch
Jeez.
behind him.
Oh, we're on the wrong side. The camera's on the wrong side.
Oh, okay. So basically coming up out of that rock there.
The rocks have eyes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that was his yellow card for the turn. So I guess if you do a full 6-inch move, that's going to put you 7 inches away from the nearest monster, and that means you won't be able to shoot at him. Do you want to go ahead and move your full 6 inches away, or do you want to move 5 inches so that you could throw a javelin back at that thing?
I'll do 5 inches in a javelin.
Okay. All right. So he just moves 5 inches. He's taking it a little bit slow. And then he wheels around and throws a javelin at that creature coming up out of the rock because he knows his sidekick Lucius would be attacked. Normally 3 die 10 with that javelin. That's going to put you up to 4 die 10, and the Draugr will stand and drool as a response. 2 hits is all you get. I'll have to roll a 2 dice health check, and it's down. So it comes up out of the rock and then goes to the ground.
That paid off. I wasn't sure if I should do that.
So remember, for the horror checks, you only have to roll a horror check if the monster is equal or higher level. So Lucius and Marcellus do not have to roll horror checks for these monsters because they are lower level. Okay, you make it. Continue activating.
Lucius is going to jump in there behind Marcellus.
Okay, so if he moves basically at all, he will not have range to any monsters. So is he just going to stay in a bodyguard position? Okay, so he is coming up behind Marcellus just to make sure that he is protected, but he will not have range because line of sight in this scenario is limited to 6 inches. All right. And then you have Titus. Does Titus want to back up as well, or is he going to hold his ground?
Titus is going to go straight ahead.
I'm not sure what that means.
Well, so he's going to move directly, instead of like following the other 2 fellows. He's going to he's going to stay in range, but be between the 2 or the 3 guys coming in.
All right, we'll go ahead and give him a horror check when he activates, and he passes it. So just to make sure he stays within range of shooting, just because I think that would be smart, that will keep you in between the monsters and Lucius there, and it will let you get a javelin off. So you'll get 3 die 6 to throw, and the Draugr will drool. You got 2 successes. Doggone you. Okay, here's your hits. And it's gone. Okay, so it goes down.
Wow.
You and your dang javelins. All right. Not sure where those javelins keep appearing from. Must have a big bag of them. Here we go. Over here on this side.
With a bag of javelins?
Travel with a bag of javelins.
It's the Romans.
What do you think you want to do on this side? Poor Porcius there. No. Yeah, Porcius. Porcius is tied up with Draugr. The rest of the Aeolus is surrounded. He's in a tricky spot back there. And then you have Spurious. He could almost try. Look, he actually almost has sight to the boss over there. There's the boss right there. Like, you can see forms moving through the fog. There's Spurious. Does Spurious want to head off to try and link up with the big boss, or is he going to try and
Yeah.
help out over here?
We'll see if Spurious is too scared to do anything.
Okay, we'll do his
We'll
forward
activate him.
check. Spurious activates, and he gets a
Uh-oh.
1. Spurious, you have yourself a rage. He now gets a +1 to his brawl, a +1 to his might, but he is no longer allowed to dodge. And he also has the determined ability, or the determined horror. All right. So what's he going to do now? Is he going to move 5 inches and throw a javelin, or is he just going to move his full 6 inches away?
He's going to go the full 6 inches directly towards Marsalis.
All right. So he will not get to throw anything, because that will put him over 6 inches from all of the Draugr. And he is done. Now you have those 2 poor fellows that are about
The
to be
boys.
pulled apart over here.
Not my boys.
I don't know, Porcius and Aeolus. We'll see how they do. What are they going to do? Now remember, you are still the director. You do not have to activate. You could make me activate. Do you want to activate one of your guys, or do you want me to go?
So if you activate and you run towards me, then wouldn't I get to check a spear at you on the way in? Does it work like that?
Not as close as we are. If they were
Okay.
further away, yes, but not at the range that we are at. And that is the range of 3 inches. So if somebody's rushing from over 3 inches, yes, but not when they are standing nose to nose with you.
Okay. Boy, he really is surrounded.
He is indeed, sir. This is doomed. They are doomed. I could just take them off the table right now, and you don't have to worry about
Now
it.
they're engaged, right?
One of them is engaged. Porcius is engaged with a Draugr right now. Aeolus over here could try to move around and head off towards the rock, or he could just lower his head, or he could throw his javelin at one of those guys that's nearest to him from where he's
I
at.
guess I'll activate the Porcius.
Okay, Porcius is in contact with one right now, so when he activates, he'll still get a horror check. He passes it. All right. I don't think Porcius has any horror checks on him, any horror effects on him at all. So that means a fight is automatically going to start there. Porcius normally gets 3 dice. The Draugr will also get 3 dice, and the fight is on. I shouldn't say it that way. Porcius could try to dodge. He has a dodge of 2 dice, so he does have that option.
Did we roll a horror check?
Yes, we did.
Okay, sorry. I
rolled a
was typing
6.
somebody.
He's just going to fight.
He's going to fight. He's going to go with his 3 die 6. Here it is. 3 die 6 for Porcius. Gets a 4. Guess what that'll do for you?
Well, we can block if something comes up.
Diddly and a little bit of squat.
You're a squat.
2 6s will not be able to
Dang it,
block
that is
either one of
diddly
those.
squat.
Porcius is going to have to take a 2 dice health check. He'll get 3 dice to do it with, and he is down.
No!
Porcius is down.
Not my porcelain.
Porcius is down. All right, Aeolus, you're next. So, do you want to activate Aeolus?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I would like to activate Aeolus.
Okay, here is his horror check, and he passed
He's
it.
fine.
He's not
He's
scared.
got
He
it.
ain't scared.
He should be.
What's he gonna do? He could move towards the rock.
Yeah, I want to move towards the rock and try to draw those guys that way.
Okay, all right, that's not a bad idea. So a 6-inch move will get you clear to the other side of the rock, all the way to here. Is that on camera?
Yeah, it is.
Can you
There you
see
go. That's
that?
perfect. That's better.
Can you see it there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's still within 6 inches to throw a javelin at one of those fellows. So
Let's do
might
it.
as well throw one.
Throw it.
3 dice 6 from a javelin. One
Dang.
hit will do squat. And
Squat.
now we will unleash the fury of the dragon.
Oh God.
So, but the nice thing is
1,
that
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
yeah, and all of them are in range. So the first one will move in on him.
Okay.
So you could throw your javelin at him. You could throw your javelin. You would get 2 dice with your javelin. You would get 2 dice to brawl, or you would get 2 dice to dodge. That's interesting.
I'll take the dodge.
He's going to say dodge. All right. So 2 dice to dodge. Here is the Draugr. 2
Whoa.
successes, and they are big ones with
6
a
and a
6
5.
and a 5.
Okay,
You'll dodge
5.
1. That means you take 1 hit, and you're going to have to pass a 2 dice health check. Sorry, 1 dice.
1 dice.
1 dice health check, but you get 2
2
dice
dice.
to do it.
You
And
did it.
you passed it. But that means you did not get away, and now they will simply start swarming you. I'm only going to be able to get 3 on him. The next one will come up on. I'll do the closest one.
You are such a little
What?
turkey.
What?
Blocking that side.
Okay, so that one will rush you. You will get a horror check there as well. There is your horror check.
Passed it.
So the Draugr is rolling 3 dice to attack. You could brawl with 1 dice, you could shoot with 1 dice, or you could dodge with 2 dice.
I'll dodge.
Okay, dodging is the option. Here is the Draugr. Draugr got a 4. All you got to do is stop a 4.
No.
And you did not.
Dang.
So you're going to have to roll a 1 dice horror check, and you passed it.
Oh dear.
The last Draugr that's actually going to be able to get in contact with you will now completely shut you in over there.
Oh.
Oh, that'll be a horror check.
Oh.
That'll be a
Notice how
horror
he
check.
said that? Oh.
And it failed this time. Yeah, things are getting kind of dicey
Yeah,
over there.
it's full of danger.
Unbalanced. Nothing. Won't have any effect on you. It'll only affect you if you move, and that guy isn't going to be able to move for the rest of the game. He's doomed. Doomed as doomed can be.
All right, roll your dice. Quit jibber jabbering with your teeth in your mouth.
Gosh. So you really are down to only dodging now. So all of your offensive capability is gone. So here is the attack. A 4. You can dodge a 4.
You're so mean.
You did. You dodged a 4. But you will be stuck there and will not be able to move away. Now the rest of them will move 6 inches. No, the rest of them will eat Spurious.
Oh, not my little spur.
Yep, little Spurious is doomed. So we'll start with whichever one is nearest. Here's the nearest one, and it will activate and rush as Spurious. Spurious will get a horror check when it comes in on him.
You want me to roll it?
Okay.
Nope.
And failed. Spurious, what's it going to be? Sense of calm. You get a +1 to your shoot, a +1 to your cunning, but you cannot brawl. So he will get to shoot as this thing comes in on him. And he has not been in combat this turn.
Correct.
So he would normally get 1 dice. He'll get an extra dice for the sense of calm and an extra dice for the short range. He'll actually throw 3 dice 6 at this thing. The Draugr is throwing 3 die 8 to brawl.
3 die 6 for those playing at home.
Here we go. Spurious scores a 6 and a 5.
Good on you, Spur.
My Draugr gets a 4. Okay, Spurious could not block here, even if he wanted to, because Spurious is not the active character, and Draugr cannot block either. So that means all of these hits are going through. That means the Draugr will have to roll a
Two dice?
2 dice health check, and Spurious will have to roll a 1 dice health check, but he will get 2 dice to do it. Pick the best one, and his armor
Woohoo!
saves him.
Yes.
The monster is down. His sense of calm is helping him. He cannot brawl. Oh my gosh. So he has to count on his javelins doing the work for him. This one will move in on him, and he will get another horror check, and he fails that as well.
Oh, poor baby.
He
He's
has
so scary.
He has like 3 horror checks on him now, horror effects. He has determined and rage and brawl, and all of those effects are cumulative. The next one he gets is called madness. You must discard one fortune card when you activate the character. If you do not discard, I take control. So he has 4 cards stacked up on him there now. And we have a really bad focus.
Oh, yeah, those cards are throwing off.
No, it's the tree.
It's on the
okay.
tree, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, the door's so close.
I know. It's not close enough for him though. He's pretty much gone at this point. So the Draugr will be throwing 3 dice 6 at him now. He has been in. He's only been in 1 fight. He's only been in 1 fight. He can't brawl. He's got to count on his javelin. He's going to have 2 dice, or he could dodge with 1 dice. 2 dice with javelin, 1 dice to dodge. What do you want
I'd like
to
to play a breakaway.
Break away. Okay, and that will allow you to move 1 to 3 inches. You want to move 3 inches towards Marcellus?
Yes, please.
Okay, break away and move 3 inches. Hold on.
What are you thinking? You're not going to do it. He's thinking about playing the Misfortune because he's a rat.
I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's basically for.
But he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Okay, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna play my misfortune, and I'm gonna stop your breakaway. So
Okay.
you do not break away, and we will continue the fight. So now your choice is still
2 with a shoot or 1 with a dodge.
2 with shoot, 1 with dodge.
He'll shoot.
Okay. All right. So here we go. 3 dice from the Draugr.
Nothing.
Not a single man. If he'd have chose to dodge there, he would have got away. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna eat your face off with
No.
this javelin.
Nothing.
Damn it.
Okay, you will remain where you are, and I will advance another Draugr on you. The reason I really didn't want him to move away was simply because if he'd have got away, if he'd have been able to move 3 inches, these other 2 Draugr would not have been able to get close enough.
And then they would not be as close to
to Marcellus. So what I was really doing is I was using him as a lure for my other 2 guys here. So this one will move up on him, and he will need a.
You don't have to explain your nefariorism to us.
A horror check, and he passes it. So we will do the fight. So I'll have 3 dice, and you're down to dodging now with 1 dice. That's all you have.
Come on, nothing.
Yeah, if I get nothing or even 1. 2 successes, a 6 and a 5. Spurious.
6, 5, yes.
A 5 is going to stop 1. That means you get a 1 dice health check. You get 2 dice to do it.
Did it.
Stopped it. So I have 1 more guy to move on you. 1 more fellow. 12-inch move to get on you, and that will give you a horror check. And he failed it. And it is Blind
Panic.
panic. You must move 2d6 in a
Yes!
random direction right now. So he's going to read 2d6 inches in a random direction. 2d6, 9 inches.
Woo! Back that way.
Back off
Towards the rock?
this way. Yeah. Towards that rock. On the other side of that rock, Spurious is
He's out.
he's getting a little lost in the fog, but he escapes and ends up way over there. He has 5 horror effects piled up on him.
Poor
He's so
guy.
scared.
5 horror effects piled
He's just
up
a little
on him.
guy.
Oh. That's all the Draugr?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we got recoveries.
we got a commercial. Who's what was it?
I have no idea.
Another
I got
flash.
cookies and cream.
Oh,
Ours
cookies
look
and
like a
cream.
game of some sort.
They know their audience. They knew their audience.
If-
Right.
we
They-
would've got the
they'd
cookies and cream.
I'd have got the cookies and cream. That ends that turn.
We got to get up my my Legionnaire.
Oh, he ain't getting up. He's
He's
gone.
getting up.
I'm gonna let you roll for it. Here's Bessie rolling for Porcius to see if he can get up.
Yeah. Eat it,
Porcius
bro.
scrambles back to his feet. Porcius
Woohoo!
is up.
Ooh,
Dang
ooh,
it.
ooh, ooh. All right. What about you guys?
I'm getting all mine up too.
Going
So here's for the one that's over here,
home.
back on his feet. These guys over here never activated.
Oh.
Okay, we'll back up.
Man, that flash, I feel like it's getting more freak. Let's move the camera.
Okay.
Poor Spur and his trail of cards across half the table.
Well, if he
The vessel-
passes the recovery check, he can get rid of one of them.
There's
So
a lot of therapy.
he is wide-eyed
Yes.
and crazy right now. He is like wide-eyed, just like freaking out. Oh,
What's the Bill Paxton line?
game over, man! Game over. Words are real pretty. Okay. So this is old Titus over here. Titus has somebody coming at him. He'll have to roll a horror check. And he
Yeah.
passes. So, Titus, you could shoot
With 3?
with 2 dice.
Oh.
You could brawl with 2 dice, or you could dodge. Oh, they only have 1 dice in dodge. Or you could dodge with 1 dice.
Yeah,
What
I'll
do you think
shoot.
you want to do? Shooting. Okay. So you have 2 dice versus its 3 dice. Here we go. 6 and a 4.
Ooh.
For Rome.
A
4.
4. Okay, so it's an automatic take them all. You cannot use that 4 to block because you are not the active character. So you'll hit with 1 and it will ignore it. It hits with 2, and you're going to have to pass a 2 dice health check on 3 dice.
Oh.
And you are down.
No.
Titus is down. The next one will rush at, I'll double check my range. Okay.
Or what about Sporto?
Oh, yeah, Spurious is over there, hiding by the rock. Good old Spurious.
Let's add one more card.
Let's add another card to his stack.
Let's see.
Let's see if he can pass his horror check.
Oh, he
And
did.
he does.
He's fine now that he's behind the rock.
Yeah, now that he's behind the rock, they can't see me over here.
Spurious, the traumatized.
the nearest. So he will get another fellow on him. Spurious is basically down to dodging with 1 dice. And the monster is rolling 3 dice.
Poor Spur.
Munster gets nothing, and 1 dice of dodge means Spurious backs up an each
Woohoo!
and gets away.
Yay!
Yay, Spurious! Oh my gosh. Okay.
Now recovery checks.
Now.
So we
recovery
have
check.
Titus.
So Titus. Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh no.
See if Titus can get back to his feet.
Yes.
And Titus is back to his feet. Now, your choice here, Sean, is do you want to remain engaged with my Draugr, or would you like to back up an inch?
I'll back up.
Okay. And I'm going to move you an inch kind of towards the gate because that still counts as away from the zombie.
Okay.
I need to remember that he has rage. I think I forgot that. So he's rolled for his recovery check. Lucius and Marcellus are fine. I want to go ahead and roll for Spurious. Spurious, you can try to shake off one of your cards. Let's see what you can
What
get
does
rid
determine do?
of. Determines a reroll of a recovery check. Okay, that's a fail. He gets his reroll, so he's using his determine now. And he gets to remove one of the cards off of his stack.
Should it be blind panic?
It probably should be. Yes, it probably should be. I'm going to go to this one.
Okay.
So you have sense of calm, determined. I think those are worth keeping. Sense of calm, though, does prevent you from being able to brawl. Rage gives you a +1 to your brawl and might, but it doesn't allow you to dodge. Oh, he would not have been able to dodge. Dang it. I'm going to have to put you back in contact with that Draugr.
Wow.
The Draugr didn't get any successes, so it doesn't change anything.
You're just still embroiled with him.
Yeah, would not have been able to dodge. You have Madness, which means that if you do not discard a card when you activate Spurious, I get to decide what he does for the turn or for that activation. And then you have Blind Panic that each time you activate, you move 2 dice 6 inches in a random direction. See, I don't know that that's necessarily the worst thing on him. Yeah. I think the worst thing might be Madness.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe not.
What do you want to get rid of?
I think Madness.
Okay, so Madness is gone.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Now, Unbalanced, I don't believe is going to hurt Aeolus over here. It basically only affects him if it runs. It basically impairs his movement, which he cannot do because he's armored anyway. So Unbalanced, you know what? We can go ahead and roll for it because it has no positive or negative effect either way. So we can just try and get rid of it, I guess, which it stays. And then Don't Panic. So Porcius has Don't Panic. So he could use that to get rid of one horror card from any character in play. So he could use that to get rid of if you get rid of the sense of calm, then you could use your rage to fight. If you get rid of the rage, you would be able to dodge. But these two are hurting you. Plus, you have that blind panic. So he's just going to run 2 dice 6 as soon as he activates.
I think.
Or you could just say, screw it. It's not the worst thing that could happen is to have him, just hold on to your blind panic.
I'll get rid of the rage.
Okay, he wants to get rid of the rage. He's going to get rid of the rage. All right, so the rage is now gone, and that means he will be able to dodge, but he will not be able to brawl. And look at that. You're all the way down to three horror cards.
Look at that.
All right.
Not even all the way across the table anymore.
Now it's time for the Draugr to recover. So I'm going to roll for this one. No, it's gone.
Yes.
Oh,
one by the camera. Oh, yeah. Rock?
It's up. The one by the rock is up. The one by the camera is gone. And that's all I have to roll for. So I lost 2 that turn.
Okay.
All right. That's not bad. So we are starting turn number 60. And we're going to place some Draugr, right?
Yes, we
First,
are.
we draw cards.
First card we got. Is Sean still the director?
I believe so.
Okay, you got another breakaway. That's nice.
Oh, doggone it.
You, my furry friend, got a stumble.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, for this rock by me.
Didn't you win a fight?
I don't know that I did. I don't see anybody that's injured, so I could not have clearly won a fight.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
A trip up. One for this rock over here.
One over here at this rock, so 3 inches.
Ooh, 2 over there by my
Oh,
main
yes,
man.
indeed. Yes, indeed. And there's not even room to put them over there. So what I'm going to do instead.
They don't have to be on that side of the rock, pal.
Do what?
They don't have to be on that side of the
No,
rock.
they don't. So I'm going to put them over here as close as I can to this
You're
fellow.
so mean.
All right, so they're going to be over here.
What do you have
near this
against my
fellow
legion?
here.
What have the legionnaires ever done wrong?
He has don't panic. Okay. What have the Romans ever done for us?
What?
That's what I
No,
want to
what
know.
have they ever done wrong?
What have they ever done for
Oh,
us?
okay, so they-
besides, okay. Here we go. Sean, I really haven't been able to get a single legionnaire down. You're stomping across my table at the speed of smell, and I'm not going to be able to stop you, I don't think. You're about to head into a perilous area, though, so that may help my cause. We'll just have to see what happens. Sean, who are you going to activate? Do you want me
I'm
to go?
activating Marcellus.
Marcellus
Gonna
is
draw a
going
card.
to get a yellow card as soon as he activates.
All right. Ooh, good one, good one, good one.
Blocked. Okay, so you get your random challenge. It's 1 with finesse. I know he's got 3 die 10 in finesse.
Yeah,
Got the
boy.
one he needed, so has no
No
effect.
effect. No effect, pal.
All right. Marcellus, you may continue your activation. 6 inches towards my gate, or
Yep.
your gate. 6 inches towards the gate is going to put you in a perilous area, so you will get to draw a peril as soon as you enter my gate or get close to it.
1
One.
with cunning or might.
1 with cunning or might. He's got 3 die 10 in might. Easy peasy, gets past
Got it. Woohoo!
So he
Might
feels
be.
something. Now the fog over here around the fort, around the little outpost, is thicker, and he feels something slither past his
Ooh.
leg in the fog as he's
That's
moving
unpleasant.
towards. It is unpleasant. It is
Yeah.
unpleasant. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who are you going to activate next?
Let's shift that camera around.
I don't know who he's activating, so I'm not going to do anything yet.
Let's do his sidekick.
Okay.
He's gonna go a little bit slower so he can still spear at that.
Okay, so
that
you
guy.
want to stay within 6 inches of this nearest fellow. So that's not going to get him into the perilous area. He will be outside of it by a little bit. And that will let him toss a javelin in that direction. That's going to give him 3 die 8 normally. 4 dice will get your
Die
short
8?
range. And it will stand there and drool.
Oh my
1
God.
success, Sean.
What did you do?
Good shot there. Okay.
Oh,
The old mojo.
He did that on purpose.
Had the mojo on that one. Had a little bit of mojo there. Okay, who's going to activate next?
let's do Spurious.
Okay, so as soon as he activates, he moves 2 die 6 in a random direction. So 7 inches off towards Lucius. He's going in the right direction.
Woohoo!
He's going in the right direction.
Can't catch me.
That puts him out in the middle of all the Draugr. And then once I put him out there, we'll go ahead and roll his horror check out there.
Pass
he
it. He's
passes
fine.
that. So, you want to throw a javelin at, I guess would be this guy, the same guy that just got a javelin at him. You want to throw a javelin at him?
Yeah.
Let's see. So you have sense of calm. That gives you, so you got 1 dice plus 1 dice for the sense of calm and another dice for your short range. So 3 dice, 6. Oh my gosh, 3 successes. Spurious, what are you doing? And he takes 1 down. Oh, the wild-eyed, crazy Spurious.
Yeah,
He's unstoppable, that one.
Yeah.
He's getting a promotion after this. All right.
You have Titus still on
You
your
still
side.
have Titus on this side of the table. What is he going to do? Is he going to move and protect? So we have this group here. They're right now either they're going to gobble up Spurious, but they also have range to other stuff. Maybe we'll just have to see how it goes. But what's Titus going to do? Is he going to get into a blocking position for Lucius?
Yeah.
So if I move you, first thing it's going to do is a horror check. And he passes it. So if we move you into a blocking position for Lucius, pulling back, that still leaves you within 6 inches of one of these fellows, so he could toss a javelin that direction.
Okay.
Now he normally gets 2 dice. He's got a short range bonus. That's going to get him his 3rd dice. 2 successes is enough to make me roll it.
Dang.
And it passes. It remains on its feet. That one, for what it's worth, boys and girls, we're going to just try to remember that one has now been in a fight, however, as have both of these Romani. Or, yeah, all 3 of these have been in a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the boys on the other side.
Yes.
Unless he wants
Do you want to continue activating, or do you want me to go?
I'll let you activate this next one.
Oh. Well. I guess I'm going to try and get Spurious out of my hair. No, that's not how we do things. NPCs, the first thing you do is you activate characters that are nearest. So that means I'm going to activate a Draugr that's in contact with Aeolus over here. So when it activates, it will attack Aeolus with 3 dice 6. Aeolus, you could either fight back with 3 dice 6, or you could try to dodge with 1 die 6. 1 die 6 in dodge. Okay.
Could I do a breakaway?
Yes, you could do a breakaway, move in any direction. It would even allow you to jump on the other side of them. So you could do a breakaway there and move 1 to 3 inches away.
Yeah, I'll go away from the fort, like maybe over the top of that rock or something like that.
Okay, 3 inches back this way. Okay.
Very nice.
All right. So breakaway got you to the other side, and so that fight ended. So now I'll activate the next one.
Does he want you to still go, or does he want to?
Oh, now he hasn't activated. That was during my activation. So would you like to activate your guy now?
Get him out of there?
Yeah.
Or move 6 inches further away or something? I don't know what you want to do.
He's gonna.
He'll take a horror check when he activates.
Okay.
Yeah, take a horror check. Let's see.
Passed it.
Okay. All right. What do you want to do with him?
He's gonna move in a little closer to the other 2 that are down there, like towards his friend.
And then what?
Can you chuck a spear?
Sure.
He'll chuck a spear at that one that's closest to him there.
Okay, so he's moved over there next to Porcius, and is going to throw a spear. So you have 3 dice 6.
Yep.
I'm going to take one away because you were in a fight. So you have 2 dice 6. You're going to have to get both of them, and you did not. So 1 dice is not going to count against an undead. You still have Porcius that you have not activated.
Porcius is going to run towards those 3 that are trailing the one with the orange dot on it and stuff.
Okay.
He gets a horror check.
Yes, he does get a horror check as soon as he activates.
Nope.
And give him a green
It
card.
is frozen. You may discard 1 fortune card immediately. Something.
Okay, so you're going to have to decide here, frozen. So if you can end your activation right now. Discard 1 fortune card immediately after this horror card takes effect, and each time you activate this character. If you do not discard, then your activation ends immediately. So you can either end your activation right now, or you can give me a card out of your hand.
What does
I'm
he
going
have?
to get rid of out of ammo.
Okay, out of ammo is gone.
Good choice.
But that is attached. That's a brutal effect right there. Okay, so you want to go ahead and move your 6 inches towards the guys in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 6-inch move. Put you over here. And you can toss a javelin at one of those 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it still
So
3?
you're going to have 3 dice 6. Yep.
Oh.
1 hit is
Dang.
not enough. That will bounce off a Draugr. Okay. That's all of his characters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all of his characters.
And don't forget the Draugr on that trio closest to the fort has already activated.
This one
Yeah.
activated. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Also, all 3 of these guys have been in a fight because they all 3 threw javelins. And this Draugr here has been in a fight. Okay. So remember that, boys and girls. Being in a fight is being in a fight. It doesn't matter what skill you used. It doesn't matter. Well, that was a brawl. So, right? None of those things matter. You were either in a fight or you weren't in a fight. So I simply marked the characters that were in fights to help me remember that the multiple fights penalty will apply. All right. What's that breakaway card doing out there? Okay. There you go. That. So now the Draugr are going to start activating. And again, with technically NPCs, you're supposed to start with the character that is nearest. And I think that's going to be those fellows that are piled up right there with, let's see, those 2 are that guy. This guy has unbalanced. Okay. And we're right here. So this fellow is going to rush him.
Horror check?
Who did he throw a javelin at? He moved.
Oh, yeah, it was that guy.
These guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was long neck.
So he's been in a fight also. All right. So we're trying to stay honest here. So that one will rush Aeolus, and he'll have to take a horror check.
Oops. He passed it. It
He
was a
passed
4.
it. All right. So that means there's going to be a fight there. The Draugr is down to rolling 2 dice, and Aeolus is down to rolling either 1 dice to brawl with,
Or 1 dice to dodge.
or 1 dice to dodge. Which do
Might
you
as
want
well
to do?
just dodge since 1 dice
Okay.
won't do me much good.
You're
Yeah.
exactly right. Smart move. Yeah. Do the math. It got nothing.
Yes.
Since you chose to dodge, you can back up an inch. Would you like to back up an inch?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to send another Draugr against you, and you'll have to make another horror check. That would be up to 3 now.
Passed it.
Okay. So now you're going to be down to dodging. You have no other option there. So the Draugr is throwing 3 dice 6. You'll have 1 dice to dodge. You got 2 successes. Let's see if you can trim one of those off. You cannot. You'll have to pass a 2 dice health check. You'll get 3 dice to do it. And
did
you
it.
passed it, but you will
Nice.
not be able to back up because it has a hold of you now. We will continue activating. So I still have 2 Draugr over there that have not activated.
Correct. Are they going to
So-
pile on?
Yep. So we're going to activate this one, and it will now go on him as well.
Horror
He'll
check?
have to do another horror check. Yep.
Passed it.
All right. So the Draugrs are rolling 3 dice 6. He'll have to try to dodge with 1 dice. No other option there. He got a 4.
Yes.
He dodged it with a 5, and you can
Woohoo.
actually back up an inch. Would you like to back up an inch?
Yes.
Okay.
Good on you.
Get another inch away. And I still have 1 Draugr over there that has not activated. You'll have to show me a horror check.
Nope, did not pass it. And
Give
it
him a green
is
card.
on the edge. +1 to dodge, +1 to finesse.
Wow.
But he can't shoot.
But he cannot shoot.
Hopefully we can get rid of it.
Well, with +1 dodge, he may want to hold on to it. +1 to his dodge now. So that's gonna get you
That
your
gets him
second
2,
dice
yep.
of dodge. Here comes the Draugr though. 3 dice 6. Only got a 4. Doggone it. Dodge.
Got
And
it.
you dodged it. Would you like to back up an inch?
Sure.
Okay.
He's doing his job.
Yeah, he is. He's got a hold of this whole pile of Draugr over here. That is so cool.
Let's make a
That guy
parade.
has already
Yeah.
activated. They're all done.
So it's
So now
this-
it's this group in the middle. And I'm going to activate this one right here. And
Horror
it's
check?
going to rush at, yes, Porcius.
Passed it.
Porcius passes his horror check. I think I was too close for you to shoot. Yeah. So they were both in a fight there.
Uh-huh.
So you can either brawl me with 2 dice, you can dodge me with 1 dice. It's rolling 2 dice at you. How do you want to reply?
I'll brawl.
Okay, 2 dice and brawl. Okay, 2 dice from the monster, 2 dice from the Legionnaire. Monster's red. Monster got nothing, Legionnaire got nothing. So neither would score any hits there. So that one's gone. The next guy to activate is going to... Okay, he's going to go after Porcius as well.
Horror check?
Horror check for Porcius.
Passed it.
Passed it. It's rolling 3 dice 6. Porcius, you've now been in 2 fights. You can either fight back with 1 dice or dodge with 1 dice.
I'll dodge.
Okay. You did,
Dodged
in
it.
fact, dodge it. Would you like
Woohoo.
to back up an inch?
Yeah.
Next guy that activates is going to go after Spurious. Spurious will have to roll a horde check.
Passed it.
Spurious, you are in range. You would be able to shoot at me. I'm going to be rolling 2 dice. You're going to be rolling 1 dice to shoot or 1 dice to dodge.
Even with
I
his
guess I'll
extra
dodge.
shoot?
He doesn't have an extra on dodge.
No, it's extra on
I've
shoot.
got a
Extra
got a
on
steady
shoot.
aim.
Okay, yes. Yeah. You do have a steady aim. You also have a sense of calm. So you could get 2 dice to shoot or 1 dice to dodge. And if you use your steady aim, that would get you up to 3 dice to shoot.
I think I'll do that.
Okay. Okay. There's your 3rd dice. 3 dice to shoot, 2 dice from the zombie. A 4. 3 dice from Spurious. A 5. And I will scoff at that. Spurious will have to try to pass a 1 dice health check.
Yes.
And he does.
Good job.
Working our way this way, it's these 2 now and 1 more over here. So this one will go after Spurious and he'll have to roll a horror check.
Nope. And it is shaken.
-1 finesse, -1 cunning, cannot rush an enemy.
Not super anything.
No, not too bad. Okay, zombies rolling 3 dice to attack. You got 1 dice to dodge.
Yep.
That is your only option now because you are engaged. You will not be able to brawl or shoot. Okay. 3 dice for the zombie. 6, 6, 5. 1 dodge.
Oof.
Stopped
yeah.
1. So he's going to have to pass a 2 dice health check. He gets 3 dice.
Ah.
He is down. And you know what happens to level 1 characters when they go
No,
down?
not sport.
Spurious is removed from play.
Oh.
Spurious is finally gone, taking his stack of madness with him.
He was a good man.
He did
He
good.
did
He
good
was a
work.
good man.
Good
He
work.
did good
For
work.
Rome.
But
Rome.
that is the weak link in the chain that I needed, and now they will start to fall. The next one will rush at Titus.
And he gets a. Give me the.
He gets a horde check.
Thank you. Ah,
He
no.
fails it.
Unbalanced.
Unbalanced, not a huge effect on him. Okay, so we will now go into the fight. We know my zombie's rolling 3 dice. Titus would normally get 3 dice, but he's been in a fight and he's raged, so he would get back up to 3 dice.
He
Now-
can't dodge, so
Do what?
he can't
Yeah,
dodge.
He cannot dodge. He could shoot, and he would get 2 dice to shoot with. So I don't think there's any reason to add that option. So you can either, brawling with 3 dice is the only option, really. Okay, here is the zombie. Got a 6. That's all I needed was that 1 6.
Nope, we got it. We got it. We got it.
2
2
4s. That's
4s.
enough to make my zombie make a horde check.
Yes.
Zombie down.
Zombie eat it.
But Titus
Nope,
will
just
have to
one.
pass a 1 dice health check, not
No.
and it is crumbling. The wall is crumbling.
My baby.
Titus is down. And I still have 1 zombie left to make it to Lucius.
Ugh.
And that's what we're going to do. He will not roll a horde check because
He ain't
it is
scared.
lower level. But here comes the Draugr. Draugr's rolling 3 dice 6 on Lucius. Lucius could dodge with 2 dice 6.
Yeah,
or he could
he'll do that.
shoot with 3 die 8.
Oh,
Or he could brawl with 2 die 8.
I think I'll shoot.
Shoot him.
Okay, shoot while it comes in on him. Here is the zombie. 3 die 8, 6. 6 and a 4. That's
Ooh.
going to be enough. I'm going to take him down.
No, don't you touch him.
Here
Don't you
is
touch
your
him.
shooting. You got 2 successes. So zombie will have to roll a 2 dice health check.
Oh, son
And
of a
passes
bitch.
it now. Titus. How many successes did I get?
2. How many did I
So he's
get?
going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. He gets 3 dice to do it. And that is
No rerolls?
an injury. That, boys and girls, is an injury on Lucius, the sidekick. The wall is crumbling. The wall is crumbling.
Okay, we got recovery checks now.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
Oof.
Is that the end of my line? I surely have somebody else.
You don't have anybody else, so
All right,
back
fine.
up.
All right, fine. Whew. All he has to do is, all Marcellus has to do is move up to my darn plot point and pass it, and the scenario.
Yeah, you did. You
All right, recovery checks. We'll start with the Legionnaires. All right. Here is for Lucius. Failed. He is indomitable, so he gets his reroll.
Love it.
Failed. He remains
Oh.
injured. The poison strike
Perhaps
of the
we should not have
Draugr.
let you roll for that.
Here is for Titus. also remove.
Yeah, he's up, bro.
All right, Titus is up. Whatever.
Too much pointy in, bro. I think everybody else is okay.
Everybody else is
So it's
up.
just
So
your droggies.
No, we'll go ahead and continue with
Oh,
the
okay.
Legionnaires, and we'll look at their horrors. So try to get rid of his unbalanced.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. So Titus shakes off his unbalanced.
Frozen.
Frozen on Porcius over there.
Yes.
He gets rid of his frozen.
Good job.
Dang it.
That was
bad. And
on the edge.
Not
And
sure over there. He has unbalanced, which really has no effect. On the edge, I don't know that actually we even want to roll for that. I guess we might as well just roll and then we can decide. We'll roll and then we'll just decide. Okay, so you can remove one of them. So do you want to keep the one that gives you the dodge bonus, even though it does not allow you to shoot? I don't know that he's
Yeah,
going to do a lot.
I'll do that.
You're going to keep it?
Yes.
Okay, and get rid of the unbalanced. Okay. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and get all the Draugr up. Here is for the one that's down right here. Here's for the one that's getting up right here.
damn.
Here's for the one that's okay. I'm going to put an inch between us because you can back up when you recover. Or do you want to remain engaged with that Draugr? This is for Titus. Does Titus want to remain engaged or back up?
I'll back up a little bit.
Did I become the director when I clearly won the fight against Lucius?
Yeah, you won the fight, so.
Yeah. Okay. Draugr now the director. I don't have any more to roll for over there. So we're going to start a new turn. New baddies appear. Over here, 3 of them. 3 appear over here. Wow. I don't even have 3 to put out there.
I thought, did we
What?
not draw cards first before we do that?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So wouldn't that be yours?
Okay, I'll take it. Buy some time.
You're over here. Sean, you got an unseen peril.
Okay.
Unseen peril.
And so over here, this rock, we got 2.
2. Use these guys.
And for the other side, 2.
2 on the other side as well. Very nice. I think he still has a really good chance of pulling this off. Marcellus is within striking range of that gate. And I don't think there's really anything that I could do to stop him effectively. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and let him take his best shot at it. I'm going to go ahead and just let him do it. Because I can't stop him anyway, and that will determine really whether or not the whole turn is worth even playing.
Yeah.
So we're going to go straight to the moment of truth. And I'm going to ask, we drew cards, we placed new monsters. We're just going to go to it. Sean, I'm going to ask you to activate a character.
I'll do Marcellus.
Okay. Marcellus, when he activates, he gets a yellow card.
Draw a random challenge.
Draw a random challenge.
2 with finesse or cunning.
Well, we know he's got 3 die 10. We know he's got 3 die 10 and finesse.
Got it.
Got the 2
So nothing
successes he
happens.
needed.
No effect.
No effect at all. Oh, God.
All right.
All right, and you may continue your activation. Would you like to approach the gate? For some reason, the gate does not open. He was expecting the gate to open. I guess they're letting him approach the gate. He's banging on the gate. It's not opening. He's going to try and scramble over the gate and get inside, but this is the plot point. He's going to have to pass a peril first. He would have done a peril as soon as he activated. So we need to do that before he moves.
Okay.
He's got 3 die 10 and might. Something is grabbing his foot. Something's trying to grab his foot out here as he can't tell what it is. He slashes through the fog, and whatever it was, lets go. He moves up to the gate. Now he's facing another peril. 2 with might, finesse, or cunning. He's going to have to roll 2 successes with his might. I'm going to check my cards.
You got nothing, pal.
I got nothing. Okay. This is the peril. You get up to the gate. You're trying to climb up. You got the 2 successes, but can you make it inside?
Oh, yes. 1 with might or finesse.
1 with might or finesse. You have 3 die 10. And that's game.
Woohoo!
You got the 1 success that you needed. And that puts you inside the gate. And that ends the scenario. Very, very
As he goes
cool.
over, he screams, "Good luck, guys."
As he lands inside, as he lands inside the gate and looks around through the fog, he sees a large swarm of Draugr moving towards him inside the fortress. All of the Romans inside the outpost have been turned into zombies.
Woohoo!
And they're stumbling towards him now.
Wait, what? He won.
Yeah, he won.
No, they have breakfast, coffee.
They had breakfast.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, no, he won.
We got your eggs and bacon, right?
Very cool.
We got your order.
Very cool. Fun scenario. That was a lot of fun. This is scenario number 31 out of the Scenario of the Month pack series. It's called Innsmouth Gold. The perilous area would be about half of the table. We didn't play it that way, but I don't think it really affected a lot. I think the Romans with their armor were very difficult to take down.
Yeah.
That makes them pretty darn beefy characters, getting that extra dice in there.
Mhm.
So the Romans with their armor, I think, really, really helped out. But the Draugr were reaching critical point here where they were just getting overwhelming numbers as well.
They're really good.
Yeah. Sean, awesome job. Boys and girls, if you haven't already, please take a moment to hit that like button for us. I really appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, Bessie says you ought to be. Get subscribed to our little channel and make sure you click the bell, and that will get you a notification when we upload a new video. Also, I want to tell you today, this is important, that Sean Peck has a wonderful little channel. He actually has a couple YouTube channels, but he has one that's really geared towards board games, tabletop games, and specifically board games. So what are some of your favorite board games, Sean?
I'm going to go check on Jimmy.
Oh, I love miniature games. I love stuff like Pulp Alley, but I don't get to play it very much. But I play a lot of
I can't hear you. Are you still there?
Oh, yeah.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Okay. Very, very cool. All right. If you would like to play a game of Pulp Alley with us on a Sunday, all you have to do is let us know. So send us a message via Facebook. Find us on Facebook under the name Pulp Alley, or send us an email, pulpalley@gmail.com, and let us know that you'd like to play with us on a Sunday as well. We have a fairly long list of folks that are signed up, but get your name in the hat, and that way you'll be able to play a game with us as well. Lots of fun. Really, really appreciate it. Did you have fun today, Sean?
I sure did. Thanks so much for having me over.
Good. I'm glad you had fun. The horror was really fun today. It was having a lot of effect. It was kind of doing a lot of different stuff. One of the reasons why we don't want horror to only be a negative, and sometimes people get confused by it. They think, well, The horror effect sometimes helps you. Well, of course, sometimes horror helps you. And what it's intended to represent is the idea that stress or psychological situations sometimes drive you to greater purpose. Very seldom do they only have good effects. More often than not, they will have bad things, especially once they start piling up, like we saw with Spurious, where he was getting multiple ones piled up on him, and they were, he had a bonus to his brawl, but then he couldn't brawl at all because of another one. So it was kind of fun. That was a ball. Thank you guys so much for watching today. We really do appreciate the wonderful Pulp Alley gaming community that we have. We appreciate all your support. We'll see you next time. Bessie, play us out of here. Diddle-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Bessie, diddle-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And that's it.